Well, hello. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to discuss a very common form of hair loss, and that is traction alopecia. So if you're wondering what it is, what causes it, is it treatable, and if so, what is the treatment, then most definitely keep on watching. So traction alopecia is actually hair loss that is caused by hairdressing. It's not something that happens when you are not taking good care of yourself health-wise, but it has everything to do with how you or others handle and treat your hair. Traction alopecia is hair loss that occurs along the hair shaft. But if you watch the Kardashians, as I do, then you might remember that there was an episode where Kourtney Kardashian had a bald spot on the top of her head, which was actually caused by wearing a ponytail that was way too tight. That is also a form of traction alopecia. So the way that you can recognize traction alopecia are patches of hair loss in areas where the hair has been put under a lot of stress and tension. This can occur on every little spot of your head. It all depends on the hairstyle that is actually causing it or the hair dressing that is causing it. But what I do see is that it mostly occurs most frequently around the perimeter. It can occur due to chemically overprocessing your hair, but also due to styling, drying, and or even brushing your hair. In a lot of these cases, the hair is already weakened due to the chemically process that the hair has gone through, and due to overbrushing, over tensioning that hair, it will eventually break off or get pulled out due to that tension. Continuous tension on that hair or on the area that is affected can eventually long-term affect it permanently and cause scarring and permanent hair loss. So think of vigorous brushing, using too much heat, and overstyling in general, and wearing too tight hairstyles. But in the short term, traction alopecia is a non-inflammatory, non-scarring form of hair loss. In the long term though, it can lead to a total destruction of some of the hair follicles, which means that there will not be any hair that will be growing back. When diagnosed in the very early stages, it is reversible. So it's very important to not ignore it and just think that it will go over like that, and to think that it will regrow back like that without making any adjustments in your hair routine. It's very important to switch what you're doing as soon as you see it. So the most easy and most effective way of reversing it is to stop doing the hairstyle that is causing it, or the hair styling that is causing it. So for example, I know that we love doing our baby hairs, making them sleek. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but 9 out of 10 times I do not do it because I'm trying to avoid what might happen, which is traction alopecia. If you're constantly on a daily are brushing the same things over and over again, and mind you, especially around the perimeter, that hair is so fine and delicate. By constantly putting that tension, that friction on it, it can lead to a bald spot. But you continuously going on with that same thing will damage it in the long run and make it inevitable that there will not be any hair growing back. So if, for example, the baby hairs are breaking off and that is the traction alopecia that you're dealing with, stop doing your baby hairs. Stop doing your baby hairs. Just as simple as that. Or in the case of Kourtney, the example that I had for you when it came to the spot that she had on top of her head, do not wear those tight ponytails again. Let the scalp breathe, calm down, and heal. It can take up to 3 months to see hair growing back. So patience is key with these things. And honestly, patience is key to all forms of hair loss. I feel like we're always searching for a quick fix, when 9 out of 10 times when it comes to something as natural as hair growth, we cannot control that. We can make the condition of the hair that is growing back in a better state, but we cannot speed up that process. So be patient. Just as the traction alopecia did not come overnight, the new growth won't either. If you have waited too long, it could end up being chronic traction alopecia, and those hairs will not grow back. You could use hair strengthening treatments. There are treatments that you can do at a scalp specialist where they will inject vitamins, nutrients to really give the hair and the scalp a boost so that the hair that will grow back will be in a better condition and state. And you can do strengthening treatments when it comes to hair masks, scalp masks. There are a lot of treatments out there that really help to make the condition of the hair that is reoccurring being in a better state. And that's it. I hope this helped out. I know that this is a very, very common form of hair loss, and in some cases inevitable. It's just all about seeing it, diagnosing it in an early stage, and really allow your hair and your scalp to have the time and for you to have the patience for it to heal. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.